The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And I think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in the age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The Lions at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Quickly to Addison here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game on Thursday night? Guys have a little extra time in this game. You go to them early and often.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. From the red zone now, Mayfield. They'll find Williams on the slant. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. Now swing pass for Dillon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Now Mayfield. And it's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Dillon is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make this last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. These two teams all tied after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DJ Reader. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watson going to try and run it.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Deshaun Watson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
We're looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson.
His 2nd sack of the night. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They're putting together a drive here in the 4 minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
The give, right side for Gibbs.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Watson on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Watson, off play action. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete here.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon.
He gets away from one. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Back to throw, Watson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this is caught by Williams. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we've come upon halftime here in... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Faking the give, now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Mayfield. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be brought down at the 27. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Slot man moves right. Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mayfield now. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A pass there over the middle to start things out, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You're always worried about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Watson changing the play. On second down, here's Watson out to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Mayfield now from the 50. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. One quarter remains here on this Thursday night. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Quickly to Addison here. And brought inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Dillon up the middle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They run once more with Dillon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
On third down, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll run here with Dillon. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A.J. Dillon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jack Campbell gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. 3rd and long for Mayfield. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. Detroit's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Watson now on second down. Throw caught by Raymond. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
Now Watson.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they head to the sideline to talk over what to do next.
Here's 3rd and 10. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Lions will take over. So Deshaun Watson in the offense, down by 7, a little over a minute and a half remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Watson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happier then.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half,